It's gonna be a hard video. So there's been this rumor going around that me and Tirox have broken up, and I just wanted to address those rumors and say that Tirox, I'm trying to address the audience. Hey, is that my bone? Hey, don't steal my bone. I had to address the audience. I'll get to that later, okay? We have more important business to take care of. You go sit over here. So I invited Tirox today to do a Q&A, relationship Q&A. Yes, that's what you came here for. That's what you're here for.
But I'm not relatable.
I think that you're pretty relatable. Anyways, so we went to Twitter and we asked you guys if you guys have any like relationship questions or relationship advice. If you have any questions about relationships, feel free to ask me and Tirox here. May or may not be in a video.
Also, I guess it's not professional advice. We're just talking from our own experience.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a while. I feel like Tirox hasn't been in a video for a while. Tirox, how have you been?
I'm good.
How are you?
Ow! Ow!
He's been streaming on his channel a lot. That's what brings him joy.
Ow.
So if you want to see more of him, check out his stuff.
And usually I'm always late to them. This on?
Hey!
This on?
Okay, this is a good one. Zuko says, how do you stop each other from going insane or hating each other during lockdown?
I think like last year we got a lot more active. Like we started like going outside on runs, hating each other.
No, I don't.
So I think whenever we got angry, we sat together and we were like, why are we so frustrated? And it was usually like because of like cabin fever. It wasn't that we were mad with each other. It was just frustrated with things around us.
I do think that the beginning of the pandemic was the hardest for me because like we were just getting used to being inside with each other all the time. Remember, our desks were like right next to each other.
Yeah.
So you would be streaming, I remember, and I remember I would be like sitting at my desk trying to edit YouTube videos.
I would be yapping on about something.
Yeah, we've learned to adapt. That's all I'll say. I've adopted the office as my area, and the living room is his area. And whenever we want to hang out, then I go over to him or he goes over to me. Leonidas, fellow patron, he says,
Hey.
how do you keep hold of a relationship? It doesn't seem to work for me.
Every relationship, I don't look at it as a loss. I gained a lot out of it. Like I became a better person during each relationship, I guess. So I guess the silver lining here is like, just try to take away what you learn. Just don't give up.
I also think that like a good relationship is knowing like when to compromise and when to like not be selfish and put yourself first. Because I feel like I put myself first a lot in my previous relationships and that didn't really get me very far.
Yeah.
Compromise is key. Ooh, Dogface says, how do you keep things spicy after being together for a long time?
A little bit of paprika.
Just sprinkle a little jalapeno on them in the morning. Be like, hey, a jalapeno.
I don't know. I mean, we like to explore and we like to try out things. And I think we also talk openly about fantasies, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're very experimental.
Yeah.
We like trying new things.
On the right side, you can see our dungeon. On the left side, you can see our... Tune in on our OnlyFans channel. I'm just... Okay.
$500 a month.
Explore. I leave it at that.
Strawberry jelly. How do I approach my partner about being a furry?
When I dated people, I was like, oh, by the way, I'm a furry. And they're like, oh, okay. And I always tried to say it in a way like super casual. Like I didn't try to be like, oh, I have like this weird thing I need to tell you about. Like if you start like that, they're all gonna be like, okay.
Yeah. If you're comfortable with them, I feel like over time, they would just be able to hear you say any one of your likes and they'll just accept you for who you are. And if they don't, then I think you guys need to talk more and get more into a deeper relationship.
I think one way you can probe a little bit is like you just be like, oh, I found this funny video or this funny TikTok then about furries, and you just share it with them, and then you don't have to say I'm a furry, but you can be like, well, I really like that, and then they see that it's important to you. But just find a way to gently introduce them to the topic. Have this?
Hey!
Hello. Hello. Yeah.
Come close. Come close.
I'm here.
How would you cope with long distance relationships? Hope you and Tirox have a great day. So I used to have a long distance relationship. It was hard because you can't see them, but it was also one of my first relationships. So I couldn't really compare it to a relationship with someone in person. But how do you cope? I would FaceTime them all the time. I would call them all the time. hearing their voice, it really helps.
Same, yeah, I will probably call them daily or find some time to spend together online. But it's definitely hard. Like, long distance relationships are hard.
This one is so relatable. Todd Lopez says, how do you cook dinner together without being in the way? I would love to know because my husband is literally always in the front of what I need.
That is impossible. Like, the second law that we have in the kitchen for that is the kitchen is always too small.
If you have like a big kitchen, it's still not enough space. You always somehow get in the way. So there is no solution to this problem. I'm sorry. Okay, Leneru says, on average, how much alone time do you get in a week? 20 hours.
While you're asleep?
I have no clue. I don't know how much alone time I get. We usually spend time together in the evenings after we do all of our work, and then during the weekends we go out and do stuff together.
On our free time, you get the time for like doing your videos, which is usually Sunday, Monday. And for me, my time would be like Tuesday and Friday where I stream. And then we try to hang out a lot the rest of the time that we have.
Yeah. Some say it's okay to have arguments in a relationship.
Do we have arguments?
No arguments. No arguments allowed.
No, we do have arguments.
What are your...
I disagree.
What are your thoughts on that? And if you and Tirox get into a fight, you don't go to bed on a bad note? Hey. Aim for the face.
Don't aim for the face.
Oh yeah, you're wearing glasses.
I'll give you a reason to cry.
Yeah, we usually don't go to bed on a bad note. I think we got pretty close, but we ended up just cuddling and talking it out. This one's really good at when something is off about me. He talks about it. He's like, hey, we gotta talk about this.
I mean, it's hard sometimes, but it's like whenever you're very quiet and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, I guess something's wrong. One time I was really frustrated, and I just went on a run, and then you ran after me and you found me. That was the cutest thing ever.
I felt so bad, and I was like, no, I want to go talk it out because I can't just like sit here like after an argument and just, it's a bad feeling. I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
I ran after you.
You ran after me.
And we talked it out.
It takes a lot, like always like try to figure out what your frustration is. Because sometimes it's just like, I have like my mood swings where I'm just pissed sometimes.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with you. And so like always figure out where your anger comes from and then try to talk it out.
This question says, I feel like I'm not enough for my partner, or rather a burden.
Aww.
Because despite us interacting, he feels lonely and down. What should I do?
I mean, I don't know. They might feel lonely and down for other reasons.
Yeah. I feel like for those that have anxiety, sometimes they're in that downward spiral, right? The best thing for you to do is to just be there for them, to tell them that it's okay. But they're still going to have that anxiety, because anxiety isn't something that you can just treat away and wish away. And anxiety is a difficult thing to talk about because you can't always treat it. The best thing to do is just to be there for them. How do you kindly dump someone?
I think I just explained that I like wasn't looking for a long-term relationship at that point. There's no recipe for it.
I think every situation is different. For me, I felt like they weren't really putting in the effort for me in the relationship, and it has just been going on and on and on. And I just said that you're not putting in enough time for me, and it's really hurting me. So I'm gonna break up with you. That's why I have this one, because he actually pays attention. I'm a husky. I need attention.
I don't think you're putting in the effort.
Well, maybe you should just go catch a mouse.
Okay. Give me the mouse.
Nope, this is my mouse.
No, I want the mouse.
Nope.
Give me the mouse.
No, you get your own mouse.
Give me the mouse.
Check out the OnlyFans, $500 a month.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh great, we clicked on an ad. To answer your question about how to kindly dump someone, communication really is key. And when you go about communicating like what is wrong in the relationship, make sure you don't come at it with a tone of like, oh, you didn't do this and blah, blah, blah. That's how you break something off, and it doesn't go well, and it's not mutual. But be as constructive as you can. I know it's difficult to be constructive when you're dealing with emotions. Try to be constructive, and I think that they'll understand.
Yeah, and also do it sooner than later, and if you can, face to face.
Yeah, don't do it over text. That's big no-no.
Yeah.
No. Gavin Von Blackmuzzle says, had a lot of relationships that were very short-lived, because I was too clingy and needy. But it is hard to take it slow and not frighten the partner. Is there a trick on how to maintain a healthy distance?
At the beginning of our relationship, I felt like I was super clingy. And then it kind of transformed into like where we talked about boundaries and giving each other space. At some point, it was getting too much for you. And then I think like it transwarped into like a healthier balance. And at some point, we actually got phases where you got really clingy.
Yeah.
So
it's a give and take, and you don't want to give somebody too much attention. Because like, think about it, if someone is always giving you attention and you're giving back, you're not gonna have much left to give after, you know, they keep taking. So it's just like, I know you have a lot of love to give, but if you want to get that reciprocation, you need to know like when to back off and kind of give them space and respect their distance.
And it's nice like to switch it around. And I think now we definitely appreciate more when like one of us is clingy. It's definitely something to work on and maybe try to find out how your partner feels about it.
We actually learned that when one of us is gone for an extended amount of time, I'm like missing you like crazy after like a week or so, or actually after like the first day.
So what you're saying is I should go on business trips and vacations more often without you.
Maybe.
Okay, bye.
No.
Bye, honey. It was fun. See you later.
Okay, welcome to the Fluke Show. I'm single now. OnlyFans is coming in a
Wait,
week.
no, you're not single.
Okay,
No.
I'm not single anymore.
Bye, husky. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Which one is a power bottom and why is it Fluke?
What question is
I like this question a lot.
Next. Taylor says, how often do you two argue or have disagreements?
So I think like in
Like
the...
every day.
Don't interrupt me when I talk.
Every day.
I don't know, I think it also like in the honeymoon phase we had like none, then we had more.
Yeah. But
well-
then like small disagreements.
But it's fine. It's usually not too crazy.
How do you put up with a partner who doesn't tell you when something is gone or nearly empty?
Like what is gone?
I think, is it emotions or the cookies in the cookie jar, honey? You gotta be specific. I'm guessing emotions. Like they don't love you anymore. That's a difficult process. Just have an honest conversation with them. And if you find out that you're not for each other, then break it off and move on to the next thing.
Saba says, what would be a good 1-year anniversary gift?
Ooh.
I actually don't remember what we gave each other. Did we?
Oh, I drew you something.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah, I
so
drew you
cute.
I'm gonna try to find it.
I don't remember what I did. That's not true. I don't think it has to be something huge, just something symbolic. So when he drew me this art, it was like the cutest thing ever.
So I drew him this.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I can.
It's on his old car, and with San Francisco in the background, and it's just holding hands, and yeah, it's just really cute. But I think that would be a good gift if you just get like art together, or you can go to like a nice restaurant. I love the Melting Pot. We went there once for Valentine's Day. And
Yeah, but we went with friends, which was made it even better.
Let's do one last question.
Okay.
Alda Wolf says, how do you get into a relationship in the fandom? Any tips for finding furries and how you two got together? So when I moved to San Francisco, I really wanted to be an extrovert and be sociable because that's the complete opposite of how I was in South Dakota, where I was just like in the middle of nowhere. So I actually downloaded this app called Meetup, and you can like look for events, like local events that are going on. And I found like furry events that were going on. I discovered Frolic, which is like a monthly furry event that goes on at a bar. Trolley rides that you can do. Bowling, you know, just casual furry meetups, movie nights, all that kind of stuff. I went completely out of my way just to like meet some new friends and, you know, have a good time in the city. And I made sure to like go to conventions and everything. I don't know. It's probably not the same with everyone else, but honestly, you gotta put yourself out there and just try to meet new people. And also just be yourself. Don't meet new people for the sake of find a boyfriend or girlfriend or them friend. Just try to go out and be yourself, and you'll have people who are attracted to that authentic self, because that's how I met Tirox.
Yeah.
I was at Further Confusion and we met at the Headless Lounge. Later we met each other again at Frolic, which is a local party. And I remember I was the dancing husky up on stage, just like having fun, doing my own thing. And this one came along and started dancing with me and was like, hey, can I get you some boba? And I was like, hell yeah. That was our first date.
Yeah.
Boba.
And then we went on a rock climbing date. Yeah, I was gonna say like, yeah, put yourself out there and do things you enjoy and enjoy yourself. Like don't focus too hard on meeting someone that you want to date, because like that intention, I feel like, ruins the moment of meeting
Yeah.
interesting people.
It makes it too serious.
Yeah, I didn't expect to meet anyone. I think I went through a breakup just before you.
I just went through a breakup too. Like we were both on break.
Yeah, and so we were like, this is like, we're not gonna meet anyone right now.
Yeah.
We're just like grieving and having a party and just enjoying ourselves.
Enjoying being single.
Woo! Work on just enjoying yourself, being who you are, and do things you love. And then the rest will usually...
The rest will follow. But yeah, there's a lot of questions that people asked. I wish we could answer them all, but I need to save editor Fluke because I think we've been filming for like 60 minutes.
I might go through the thread a little bit and respond to 1 or 2 questions that we missed.
So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of the stuff that I do in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also check out my boyfriend's channel.
Yeah.
He does a lot of streaming, and sometimes he puts out videos whenever he feels like
Every
it.
once in a full moon.
Yeah, every once in a full moon. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
All right.